Well, good morning. This is Brandon Ivey, and it is about 4:30 a.m. my time here in Los Angeles, California. I just woke up and I was just laying here thinking about what I'm going to be doing today and going over my notes for my business. And I had a thought. Well, I was thinking about what happened yesterday, and I wanted to get this down before, I lost it and it was fresh in my mind. But a couple of weeks ago, I went to a GoPro event in Las Vegas with Eric Worre. And the whole premise is that the industry of network marketing is indeed a profession. This is not a lottery ticket. This is not I'll stick my toe in and see if I can get lucky. This isn't a short-term answer to long-term problems. This is a profession like any profession, and you got to treat it like a profession. You've got to be professional. You've got to get yourself trained. But there's certain habits that networkers have, and I don't know if it's prevalent to just the United States networkers or what, but it's over the past maybe 7 years. I even made a video about this years ago about the dirty little secret in network marketing. That there's so many companies now on the market, and the internet gives us access to so many that it has handicapped professional networkers. And when I say handicapped, what I mean by that is that back in the day, before the internet, if you're in a company and you're struggling, you had two options. One was to quit and go back to your job, or two was to learn the skills necessary to become successful, which forced you to become more skilled at things like three-way calls, building your business, developing your story, doing personal development on your why, becoming a better professional, a presenter, knowing your market, your product. All of that came into place. And what really kept you in the game was your why and your passion for the company you were with. Do you have a passion for the product? Do you have a passion for helping people? That kind of moved you to get past those early barriers. But today, the networkers today are skipping that step because the moment they face a challenge, instead of working on becoming better, what they do is look for a more easier opportunity. And a lot of these companies out there are very quick with their hype promos to promise an easier way with less work. Always be wary of the company that says you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that, it's going to be easy. I gotta tell you right now, it is never going to be easier. You're going to face the same challenges in one company as you would another. You have to do the exact same thing. The premise is the same. You have to figure out how to get your product into most people's hands and to sign people up in your business to do the same thing. That's the basic premise of every single network marketing company, regardless of product, regardless of compensation plan. And at the end of the day, you'll finally realize that people don't join companies, they join people. So if you are not working on your own personal development, your business will never grow, no matter what company you're a part of. But in the United States over the last couple of years, because of this trend of company hopping, I like to call it musical chairs, every 6, 8 to 12 months, people are moving around trying to find an easier deal. But there's something else that's perpetuating this, and it's the leaders. It's the leaders who are looking at network marketing almost like free agency, like basketball players. If they're not satisfied in their company, it's very easy for them to look to go somewhere else and I'll take a deal to go somewhere else. And that deal may only last 6 months to a year. And once the deal is over and the person realizes they weren't able to build, or they're not satisfied in the company, they're not passionate about it, they look for a deal somewhere else. And this only came up because over the past week, I've dealt with many phone calls, primarily in the United States, from leaders who call me and ask about our business, and then turn around and say, okay, so what can you offer me? What can you give me? I had one person want me to pay for 10 positions in the business. I had another person who wanted cash up front. I had another person who wanted a guarantee. And I don't know if that's, that's just the cost of doing business and network marketing today. I really don't accept that too much because I've never been that person to ask for something. In my career, I've been offered a lot. I've turned down so much money. Sometimes when I think about it, I'm almost inclined to want to slap myself. Like, why did you do that? But the reason why is because I know those things don't last. When I look at the industry and I look at all the top leaders over the last 4 to 5 years, the ones that have taken deals to join a company, I've never seen those same individuals last more than a year and a half in that company. And then I see them moving on to something else, which meant they got a deal somewhere else, and they're doing this over and over now. That is a form of profession. If you want to build your business that way, problem is you're leading a whole bunch of people like sheep to follow you around, and they are not getting the same special privileges that you are to build their business. That's the only pet peeve I have with that. I'm not knocking your game or knocking your hustle, but I'm just looking at the best for the most amount of people, and I came to the realization, I already knew this, but if you want to be successful in any business as far as network marketing, you have to be passionate about what you do. You have to love your business, your product, your team, your company, the ownership. You have to look at it as a team instead of me against them. You have to look at it as you own the company. The success of the company is the success of you. The majority of the top leaders are looking at the company more as a how can I put it? They're just a check. There's no real loyalty there because you're just a company. I can always go get another one. You're just a check to me, and it's not a symbiotic relationship. It's more, how much can I get from this source for the longest amount of time before I drain it dry and move on. Yeah, those people make a lot of money, but it's not a long-term thing. And in network marketing, you want to be in a long-term, the whole point is residual income. Do something one time and get paid on it for the rest of your life. That's the whole point. The top leaders today aren't worried about residual income. It's how much money can I make as fast as possible in the form of bonuses. Make a couple million and invest it in something else. And again, there's nothing wrong with that for them. But if you're looking to be a professional network marketer, then you've got to be passionate about what you do. There's no such thing as the best company out there. You show me the best company and I'll show you somebody that is broke. You show me the worst company, I'll show you somebody making 6 figures. It all comes down to your passion. Someone asked me, said, Brandon, why did you turn down, up to this point, if you add it all up, millions of dollars to join other companies? I said, because I am passionate about what I do. I believe in the vision of my company. I believe in the direction we're going in. I am willing to do whatever it takes. I am willing to go through the struggle. I am willing to go through the heartache and pain. I am willing to keep pushing forward when things don't go my way. I am willing to move forward even when I lose 90% of my organization. I am here until the job gets done. And that is why I succeed. So I just wanted to, I actually don't know where I'm going with this. I just wanted to, it's like 4 or something in the morning, to get this thought out. Because it kind of did bug me over this past week dealing with so-called leaders in the industry. Every single one of them asking for something. And at the end of the day, you know, my posture is, what is it that you can do? I don't want to hear what you did 5 years ago. What is it that you can do today? Because if somebody joins your business based on what deal you can give them, you are going to lose them 6 months to a year from now based on somebody else giving them a better deal. It's all short term. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who want to get down in the trenches that I can depend on through good and bad. That's it. I guess this is my tip of the day. Going back to sleep. My name is Brandon Ivey. Bye-bye.